Michelle. We have so much to talk about, child.
Well, listen, these are my favorite. I love our guests.
Yes.
But my favorite podcast is when it's just you and I.
When it's just you and me.
And I have a laundry list to go through.
We have bullet points because
Yes.
I don't know when I see you, but there's so many things that we haven't got a chance to talk about.
Correct.
Is number one Hawaii?
I mean, let's talk about Hawaii
Let's
first.
talk about Hawaii.
Just talk about
Let's
it.
just put it on the table.
Let's just do it.
Plop.
Yes. So I started in Oahu.
Yeah.
Now, mind you guys that listen to the podcast, I've never been to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a gig at Scarlet in Honolulu, which was amazing. The people there were unbelievable.
How many people can fit up
It's
in there?
not a huge bar, but it's big for,
Is there a gay section of Honolulu?
No, that's the thing. It's so bizarre. And they put you up in a cute little condo, but it's right in downtown. It's not by the beach. It's like where people work, but it's right by the club. So I wanted it to be convenient, but we went 2 days early and we hooked up with these two girls, Jacqueline and Crystal, that the kids from Scarlet gave us like as tour guides. And Crystal grew up on the North Shore and still lives there. So she took us over there for the day. We went and saw sea turtles at the beach, like literally the best tour you could get.
So you went 2 days before the gig to experience Honolulu.
Correct. And Preston, my makeup artist, is from Honolulu. So he literally gave me a list of things I needed to do. And 98% of them were food.
Oh.
So all of my diet went out the window. I experienced everything besides the meat that you told me to.
Yes.
But
my list was from Maui.
Correct. And we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So in Honolulu, Preston gave me the same kind of list. You have to try hapia pie. You have to go to Ted's Bakery. You have to go to Lehigh Bakery to get the Chantilly cream puffs. Like I did everything he said because I had my family with my husband and my kids, and they were all about the
Chantilly
food.
cream puffs.
Chantilly cream puffs. So it's a cream puff with Chantilly, whatever that is, flavor-wise, on top cream.
Chantilly lace.
Pretty face. And then you bite into it, and chocolate cream comes gushing out.
On your tits.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
On my tits if I'm lucky. My mouth might catch it beforehand. So they had so many amazing things. These little donuts that start with an E. I can't remember. I want to say empanadas, and that's not right. Esplanades. I don't know what it's called.
Espadrilles. I love
those. I love
Yeah,
espadrilles that are cream filled.
Yeah.
So we did everything that Preston told us to do. But the most remarkable part was the North Shore and how beautiful the water is and how
gorgeous.
And so Crystal's family still lives there right on the beach. So we went to like almost a private beach, had the whole beach to ourselves. David and Lily went in the water.
Was it black sand?
No, not in North Shore.
Right. Because the thing about Hawaii is that because of the lava,
correct.
If you go into the seashore.
Hey, Rue.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. I
Thank you.
I love you right back.
Thank you.
You go into the seashore and there are lava remnants, big rocks.
Correct.
If you go to a lava beach.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to sort of swim around. Oh my God, I'm having such a great time. And all of a sudden a wave comes and knocks you into a rock that you cannot see underneath the surface.
Because it's black.
Because it's black.
Correct.
Yeah.
And there's red sand beaches on parts of Hawaii as well. So no, this was a regular white sand beach, and we went, and the water was blue and gorgeous. And
you went in the water?
No, girl.
Why don't you go in the water? Why not?
First of all, I watched 47 meters down the day before I left.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm an asshole. You should know me. 30 years in the game.
Is it a good movie?
Okay. This is what I love about our podcast. We can sidetrack and sidebar and do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, come along for the ride.
Okay. First of all, I don't buy Mandy Moore as an actress. I never bought Mandy Moore as an actress.
Kidding.
But hold on. Then I got obsessed with This Is Us.
Okay.
And I felt very proud. Crossroads, come on. I felt very proud of Mandy Moore for doing This Is Us. And I think she's come a long way.
Yes.
47 meters down. First of all, I will watch shark movies because I don't go in the water. And I can justify it by going, I'm never going to deep shark dive. I'm never going to get in no cage. And I was sold at Matthew Modine, even though he's in the movie for 5 minutes. It's still enough for me.
He's in the movie.
Yeah.
I love him.
I know. 5 minutes, though. Yeah. But I was like, okay, I'm going. So
you went to a theater?
I went to the movies.
Really?
Well, my daughters like to go to the movie theater.
What is wrong with them?
I know. So I joined the AMC Stubbs program, and I get like, all this tickets discounted Tuesdays.
You
they're
are
$5.
that girl.
I'm
you
that
would
girl.
join a program in a minute
Heartbeat.
to save a few dollars.
I have my Potty Mouth Diva email account, and that's where it all gets signed up.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys went out in Calabasas to the 47
meters
deep.
down,
Yeah.
right? And listen, there's a movie that I loved called Boxing Helena. Are you familiar with it?
I remember it very well. I think I may have tried to watch it, but I don't think I got through it.
I hadn't. I obsess.
I do. I love
people.
that Julian Sand.
And I obsess over Sherilyn Fenn.
Uh-huh.
So when I obsess over someone, I have to see everything they've done.
Yeah.
Like Two Moon Junction, I watched 50 million times just for Sherilyn Fenn.
For Sherilyn Fenn.
Yeah. I just think she's stunningly beautiful.
Did you ever see the Liz Taylor thing that they did?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
But she's still beautiful.
She played Liz Taylor in a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'll watch everything that she does. I've been a fan of hers. Like Virginia Madsen, I was really onto very young. I think it was also because I was that platinum girl who loved Marilyn Monroe growing up and wanted to emulate them. And they were both platinum at one point. And I was like, oh, but they're so much more beautiful. It was that moment of a...
But explain to me, if you're the platinum girl, how do you like Sherilyn Fenn?
She had platinum hair.
Wait, in what?
Two Moon Junction, like going back all that far away.
That dark-headed girl had platinum hair.
Yeah. I'll pull up a picture as we talk.
Okay.
So the point being...
is she in 27
no,
meters
37.
To the deep?
No, down. Oh!
She's not in that.
No, but the point is, I was likening it to Boxing Helena.
Oh, okay.
Because what had happened was everybody loved Boxing Helena. Do you remember the fervor?
Yes, it creates a lot of controversy because it's about a guy who takes this woman. Does he cut her arms and her legs off
so that he can't? With her.
He can't, so she can't leave.
He's a surgeon. He became obsessed with her. Here's Sherilyn,
as
Fenn,
one does,
blonde.
with blonde hair. How about? Oh, she looks good.
Platinum.
She kind of looks like Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah,
there.
she's I just think she's absolutely
with platinum
stunning.
hair. Is that for one movie? Is that Two
No,
Moon
she
Junction?
stayed for a while.
You're kidding.
She stayed for a while. Platinum.
I see, because I know her from Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks, of course,
and from my God, in the movie, it's the beginning of the David Lynch film called Wild at Heart.
Oh yeah.
Where the film opens, where he's going down the highway and comes across a car accident. And she's wandering around. She's a girl in a car accident with a bunch of people.
Yeah. She's
wandering around saying gibberish. It's such a chilling opening to a movie. Am I right? Is that from
yes.
Wild at Heart?
Yeah.
And of course, then before that, she had been in David Lynch's Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks, yes.
Yeah. Audrey. She was Audrey.
Correct. So I was obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Point being, everybody talked about this movie. Oh my God. And then you went to see it finally. I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
So it is about this doctor, Julian Sands,
yeah,
who becomes obsessed with this woman who's a cunt. She is Goldie Hawn in Overboard in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
She is, yeah, you're not good enough for me.
Not a nice girl.
Not my thing. I don't want you. When she gets injured and he takes care of her and more limbs keep coming off, she not falls in love with him, but becomes almost a reverse obsession because she needs him.
Okay, but wait a minute.
So she gives in to him.
She has a car accident.
I don't remember what happened.
And she starts losing.
Was it a car accident?
I don't know. She starts losing limbs.
But
does he take them off?
He takes them off.
Oh.
So she has an accident to begin with and has to lose a leg. I think how it starts.
Right.
And then he's the doctor, becomes obsessed with her. But anyway, he makes her his pet and takes off all her limbs till finally, and spoiler alert, till finally she's in a box.
Yes.
And she's his pet.
Right.
And the ending of that movie, literally the entire theater was like throwing tomatoes at the screen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ruin it in case you want to see it, but it's the worst ending in movie history.
Yeah.
47 Meters Down is not unlike that.
Oh, okay.
So we went, there were some incredible jumps, and I love horror movies. So there was and sharks are so real. There's moments when I say jumps, like, ah! Like there was times where I had my face covered.
Yeah.
Mandy Moore was great. The other girl was great. And at the end of the day, the ending was like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. Does Matthew Modine get naked in it at all?
No, he's the captain of a boat, so he has like a little amount of clothing on.
Oh.
And he's like a salty old arr.
Yeah.
Like
Arr.
a bandana on his head.
Uh-huh.
He just looks great.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
He's no Captain Ahab.
He's not.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
maybe Captain A-hole, but
Oh.
he was fine in that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I saw 47 meters down before I decided to go to the ocean.
Yeah.
I was not going to go in the ocean anyway because the one thing that freaks me out when I'm in the ocean, like past my knees, is when I feel fish swim by my legs. No, get me out.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just stop you right there. I want to get into this for a minute.
Sinkholes.
No. Okay.
These things, what are these called? Undercurrents?
Yes,
Riptides?
yes.
No.
Undertow.
No.
The camel toe and the undertow.
Undertow?
Yep.
No.
Okay. Where does this come from, Michelle? First of all, listen. Now, you know, something struck me when we had Quinn Cummings on the show, and she talked, and I've talked to you about this too. She talked about when her daughter would fall in the playground. Her daughter would look up at her to see how she was going to react, see how the mother was going to react, and the daughter would react accordingly. So Quinn Cummings would not react, and her daughter would stand up and dust herself off. And then you said, "Oh my God, that's so funny, Quinn Cummings, that you did that, because when my daughter fell, I would go, 'Oh my God, my stars!'
Yes.
And then your daughter would go, 'Oh my
yeah.
stars!' And so you have this reaction to undertow and camel toe.
My daughters go in the water.
They go in the water.
One does.
But where did you get this?
I'll tell you why.
Where did you get this fear of the unknown and undertow?
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
One word, one
Okay.
syllable.
Yes.
Sounds like Raws.
From the movie Jaws.
Thank you, Rod Steiger. No, it wasn't Rod Steiger. What's his
Jaws,
face? The good-looking one.
Roy
Schneider.
Roy Schneider and Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, it's Roy Schneider.
And then the
He was
older
sexy.
guy.
was
I
real sexy.
loved
Yeah.
Roy Schneider.
Real
especially
guy's
in
guy.
all that.
Jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah.
And then who was the older guy who died?
Irrelevant.
Yeah, Roy. No, I'm not Stark.
Roy Schneider.
No,
Schneider?
you know,
Schneider.
The other guy. It's him. Robert. Ward. No, Robert. Anyway, it'll come to me.
Thank you. So anyway, I saw that really young, and that kind of ruined everything for me, because I'm also going to tell you how my parents fucked me up. Sorry. We had a boat. Named Shell Bell. And we would take Shell Bell out in the bay in New Jersey.
Biscayne Bay?
No, New Jersey. I don't know what bay.
Bayonne. Bay of Bayonne.
Robert Wagner was the other one in charge.
No, it's not Robert Wagner. It's Robert. It'll come to me. No. Robert
sure
Ward. Robert Ward?
Don't know. Robert Shaw?
Robert Shaw.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Back to Shell Bell.
So
we would go on the bay. And in New Jersey, unlike Honolulu, you cannot see in the water.
Sure, of course.
And you get tampons and
Jimmy Hoffa.
and needles.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I grew up on the beaches in New Jersey, and I would go swimming in the beaches because I was a swimmer. It's what I did. I loved to swim. Didn't bother me as much as the bay. There's something about still water that
it runs deep.
It does, and it freaks me out because you don't know.
Yeah.
So my parents used to put us in a life preserver,
harness,
circle
yes.
thingy. And they would take us, and I'd scream, and don't make me go in the water, don't make me go in the water. And they would chuck me into the water, whether I wanted to or not.
Right.
And the whole time I'm going,
How old are you at this point?
8, 9. But I was an amazing swimmer. I swam 6 days a week. I was competitive. It's what I did. But the bay freaked me out because it was so dark and so still, and all I kept seeing were my legs kicking and fish just looking at, sharks just looking at me. There are no sharks in the bay.
Right.
But tell an 8-year-old that and try to be, aware of that. Didn't happen. So ever since those days, if I can't see the bottom, I ain't going in.
Okay.
So in Honolulu, I could see it. So I went up to my knees. I'm just not a swimmer like that. I'll go in I am pool all day, air day.
Okay.
And I go in the pool.
Yeah.
It's just the thought of the life.
So
marine
what
life.
you're saying
I'm never
is
going to snorkel.
what you're saying is that your brain is doing a number on you.
Correct. And I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I have no need to turn it around. Lola has fears, and I don't want her to have those fears. So I made her go in with David. But Lola's also got irrational fears of ducks. Like, we went to feed the ducks, and she was like hiding behind David going, oh my God, I hate birds. Like,
really?
she thinks. So sometimes fears are irrational. I love birds.
Or they're learned, like the Quinn Cummings thing.
Correct, but not the ducks. We've always got me with animals. Like I'm at
But
every
it's not
feeding
even
farm.
it's not even what the issue is. It's a
transfer?
relationship to things that you don't understand or can't figure out.
True.
It's a way of behavior to it's a reaction to something that you don't understand.
Fair. I understand that sharks live in the ocean, so therefore I will not go into the
But when you
ocean.
really rationalize it, when you really figure out how many people who go into the ocean are actually come in contact with sharks or get a boxing Helena storyline going on with the
Do
shark.
you know me?
Yes.
Sharks will find me. They will find me somehow. David and Lily, get back to Hawaii. So anyway, they went swimming. It was great.
Yeah.
The club was great. The next day we went to Waikiki.
Which is also on Hawaii, on
Honolulu.
Oahu,
yes. It's
Wait a minute. Okay.
Honolulu.
Oahu is the island. Honolulu is the city.
And city's on Oahu. Honolulu's on Oahu, yes. So is Waikiki Beach.
And Waikiki Beach is in Honolulu, which is on Oahu.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Waikiki Beach, a.k.a. Japan,
was
amazing, beautiful. We started out at the aquarium, then we walked all the way up the street. One
sunscreen. You have very fair skin.
Oh, so
what did
I
you do?
wear
sleeves and
no. I buy these cardigans that look like the one I'm wearing for people that can't see. It's just a loose cardigan, and they all have SPF 50 plus
in the fabric.
In the fabric, it's called Coolabar. Cool, like
koala.
Cool, like I'm cool.
COOL.
IBAR. It sounds like I'm talking about the scary guy from Halloween Town, but I'm not.
Wait, spell it again.
Cool, like I'm cool. COOL with an I.
Yeah.
Cool-bar. BAR.
Coolabar.
Coolabar. Too expensive, but worth it.
And you get them at Amazon.
Amazon, like $70 for a cardigan.
And it's a shawl. What's that? That's a shrug, isn't it?
It's a cardigan. It's like
It's a shrug. It's got some
like a jacket,
right?
Almost, but it's like cotton.
Yeah.
But it's got SPF 50. It doesn't rinse off. You don't have to deal with toxic sunblocks. Even when I use the natural ones, my daughters hate it because they leave kind of a white.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll wear a hat and I'll wear sunglasses.
And do they make that kind of stuff for men?
Yep. So my husband has a long sleeve shirt. You can get it. Men can wear a black or a white cardigan, whatever you want.
Right. Because George could use.
These are great. They have shirts.
Yeah.
They have jackets. I even wear a swim top that zippers up that has the 50 plus in it.
And so you wear a big hat.
I wear a big hat and I wear sunglasses. Do I have any sunburn?
No.
So I make sure when I walk to cover my chest like that.
Yeah.
And it's all done.
Yeah.
So yes, you have to watch yourself. We walked probably about 2.5 miles to get to this incredible mall. We had lunch, went shopping, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Then we went to Maui.
So we're going to take a quick break. I want to talk about Maui
Yes.
when we come back. And then I want to tell you about my Hawaii experience also. Because 20 years ago, George and I went to all the islands. We spent 2 weeks, way too long to be in Hawaii. 2 weeks was way too long. The last time we went, I think
2 weeks is a long time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
The last time we went, I think we were there for 4 or 5 nights. That was the perfect
5
amount
nights is
of time.
great.
Great.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. Oh my gosh, Michelle. Yes, I said gosh. You know why I said gosh?
No.
Because on the television shopping channels,
Yeah.
they always say gosh.
They have to.
They have to say gosh.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it now because of Squarespace.
Yay!
You know I'm in love with Squarespace.
I mean, who isn't? And by the way, I think they were our first sponsor.
They really were. So they're pioneers, not only on our podcast, but they're pioneers in the concept of making a website really easy.
And that's the key word. That's a 4-letter word that you should use every day.
It's a good 4-letter word.
Easy.
Easy. If you want a website, go to squarespace.com and use that offer code RU. Child, you will not be sorry. So many people have been serviced, honey, by Squarespace and their websites. It's just so easy.
It is easy, guys. And when you're ready to purchase a plan, get 10% off with the offer code RU. That's squarespace.com, offer code RU.
Easy. You know, everybody talks about the good old days, the good old days, the good old days. Let's talk about today, and let's talk about last night.
All right.
How well did you sleep?
I sleep like on a fluffy little cloud.
Really?
But not too fluffy, like it has the right amount of firm.
I love that. And we're talking about Casper, right? Are we both talking about a Casper mattress?
Are we talking about Casper mattress? What else are we talking about? Buying the Casper mattress is easy, which is one of my favorite things about it. So you order it online. I got a king size delivered right to your door in a compact box. Everybody in the neighborhood would be like, "What's that box?
Oh.
What she got all up in that
Who
box?
she thinks she is?
You should get a mattress in a box." Free shipping, free returns available, of course, in the U.S. and Canada, but also now to our UK friends. I saw it on the tube. Mattresses are so important. And listen, they know how important they are. So that's why Casper wants to give you 100 nights to try it out. They know it's a commitment. I am telling you, with all honesty, that I absolutely love this mattress. When I travel, nothing. It's like, ugh. And then, and like the Princess and the Pea.
Right.
I get home and I get on my Casper and it's like, like I'm knocked out. And you guys, you can get $50 toward any mattress by purchasing or by visiting Casper.com/Rue using the offer code RU. And I'm telling you, you've heard me talk about it time and again. There's nothing. And I think they have pillows now. They have dog beds. Like,
wow.
Yeah, Casper, where's my pillow?
No, it's just amazing because, you know, we're all used to the whole department store template.
Oh, I hate that.
Where you have to go and you have to do all that stuff. You know, this is a 21st century way to buy a mattress that you know is going to be good quality, and it has that mixture of the materials.
It's the latex and the memory foam.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, it's like a no pressure thing. You're doing it on your own. When you go to buy mattress in a store, you feel the pressure.
Yeah.
They're like $5,000.
Oh my goodness.
And that's on a conservative end. Like, honestly, who knew that buying a mattress is like buying a car?
Yeah, yeah.
Casper mattress, you don't have to worry about all that. They cut out the middleman. You go direct to the source. I'm telling you guys, if you're in the market for a mattress, look no further. And there's knockoffs out there now. Honey, there is only one originator, bitch.
That's right.
It is Casper.com/RU. Go get it.
We are back. We're talking about Michelle Visage's Vacation in Paradise.
The Griswolds in Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love Hawaii. And I was saying that 20 years ago, George and I went for 2 weeks. And we went every single island and spent a little time on every island. Ultimately, we realized it's all about Maui.
I agree.
Yeah.
So then we island hopped, Hawaiian Airlines, jumped a little plane, went to Maui, and spent 4 nights there. And
in Maui.
In Maui.
What hotel were you?
They gave me nothing for free, but I will say that they are the Grand Wailea, and they were wonderful.
You paid every dime.
I paid every dime. I called up trying to work every angle.
Oh, girl.
They gave me nothing because I am not Oprah.
Uh-huh. Well, Oprah probably would not.
By the way, Oprah owns.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Maui,
yeah, she owns a ton. In fact, when we
huge.
took the helicopter ride, he showed us all of her property.
It makes the one in Montecito look like a friggin' shack.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
So we go to Maui. We stay at
the
Grand Wailea, which is
I can't say those names.
Wailea.
I can't say those names.
So Hawaiian.
You're totally Hawaiian.
Right next door.
We're gonna go Hawaiian.
Yes, Hawaiian punch. Right next door to the Four Seasons.
Yeah, we always did the Four Seasons because of the pancakes.
So it's right there. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Did you have the?
I didn't have the pancakes. I didn't, and I was throwing the gluten out the window too. I was like, "Fuck it,
fuck it."
So when I tell you, the first night was spent in the bathroom.
You got sick from the gluten?
Destroyed from the gluten.
What effect does it have on you?
When you haven't had it for 3 years, a very big one, apparently.
Oh, does it does it come out of the south part of your body?
South, fully just evacuated.
Oh, well, that's actually kind of nice.
Katrina's coming back. Get the hell out.
Yeah, actually,
FEMA.
You know, that's not really that bad.
It's not bad, but it was like painful. And it was a very long time without getting too in depth. But anyway.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to stop myself from trying the pineapple upside down cake at the
From
general
Mama?
store.
Is it called Mama? No.
No, that was the general store.
Oh.
So Rue sent me a list of his Maui recommendations. Our friend Joelle sent us a list of hers. My friend Alex and my friend Stephanie sent me theirs. I've had so many people tell me what to do. And then what I did was correlated them. And I went through the checklist and said, oh, this is on every single one of the lists.
That was what,
so
general
Mama's
store?
Fish House was on everybody's list.
Yeah.
Again, this is all food related.
Yes.
But they have other stuff if you don't eat fish or meat. The Monkey Pod was recommended by my friend Galen.
What's Monkey Pod?
That's a restaurant in Maui that's delicious, and you're gonna go.
What part of town is it in? Lahaina?
No, it's in Wailea. It's right by where we stay.
Oh,
yeah.
The Monkey
Pod Kitchen, delicious. I'm not going to try to say the Mailai general store, the part of it.
Oh yeah, the general store. That's I think all the tourist places will mention that one. That's up in the hills in the sugarcane fields, right?
Yeah. Well, there's sugarcane fields all over.
Yeah.
I think it's.
And
like
you guys rented a car?
Kihei or Kihai or something. We rented a car.
Oh, Kihai. Yeah.
Well, the first day we did the road to Hana.
Oh, the road to Hana, which I discouraged you from.
You did.
And I said it's better to take a helicopter ride to Hana.
Which David and Lily did.
Yeah.
They loved it.
Yeah.
They were so excited they wanted to go back and do another one.
You could do a helicopter ride every day that you're in Hawaii.
And he said that people were returned people.
And tell me again why you wouldn't do a helicopter.
I don't want that kind of a view.
There are no sharks up there.
I know, but there's also you're dipping in and out.
Spinning, dipping, popping, spinning.
Yes,
but you're no stranger to dipping, popping, and spinning.
Not that kind. I'm not a fan.
See, I'm seeing a pattern here, Michelle.
I'm not a fan of the flying. You know what it is? It's control. It's complete control issues. I have no control of what lurks below, and I have no control of you flying me into a fucking mountain.
All right, Janet Jackson.
Thank you. Call me Miss Visage if you're nasty.
Yeah.
So anyway, we rented a car. We did the road to Hana. Why? I know you told me not. You tried to deter me.
Yeah.
But there were people who were like, you have to do it once. So my friend Galen, who has a house there.
And those people are totally leotarded. Whoever said that.
They are. Every one of them.
Yeah.
And everyone said you have to do it. Galen said, do it. Go this way. So there's a back road to Hana.
Oh, of course there is.
Back road to Hana. So we start out at 6 a.m.
Is it a shortcut?
It's a shortcut because David wanted
how long
to
does it take normally? It takes all day, right?
3 hours.
That's ridiculous.
And it's like 50 miles.
Oh, that's reduced.
3?
That's not right.
No, it's actually not right, and it's definitely not okay.
No, it's not.
So I go, all right, we're going to do it this way because David wanted to see Charles Lindbergh's resting place, his grave. I don't know why.
He's resting in Hana?
He is.
I didn't know.
On the back road to Hana. So we start out at 6 a.m. Yeah. We go to the back road to Hana, and when I tell you, my life was at risk. Every single inch of this white knuckle gripping.
Because the road to Hana and the back road to Hana is a very narrow road. Is it a one lane?
It's a one lane on some of it. You can't, it's so windy. It's full on hairpin turns.
Yes.
They're so windy. You can't go faster than 10 miles an hour.
Right.
And the locals ain't studying us.
No.
So they will fly around there and you cannot see them coming. I told David, you need to beep around he was like, shut the fuck. It was fighting the whole time. And then there's a dirt road section before you get to the Charles Lindbergh, and then that'll set you back to go on the regular road to Hana back. So we get all the way to the dirt road. I'm talking an hour and a half of death grip driving on a cliff all the way up a mountain. Think of the worst pole position video game. And like, you guys, I can't even describe it. We get to the dirt road. There's a sign that says road closed. And I'm like, no, can't be us. 5 feet later, there's a guy. This road's closed. You're going to have to turn around. I was like, well, there's the road to Hana. He's like, what do you want me to do? I don't want to be here either. We got to pave the road.
Yeah.
That ride was for nothing.
Well, that sign was the shape of things to come.
Correct.
That, when you hear you have a sign from heaven, a sign from the higher power.
Yeah.
That's what that sign was.
It sure as fuck was.
Yeah.
It was an orange sign. I said, well, why didn't you put
it
that
was orange?
miles ago? He's like, well, there's one right down the road. And I said, yeah, that's when we're here. And he's got really fucking sassy with me. I was like, we are in the jungle right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to pipe the jersey down a little bit. So David looks at me and I'm like, and Lola's about to cry because I'm like about to fight with this guy. So I turn around. He's right. He doesn't want to be there either. But the bottom line is, he goes, you could sit here all day or you could turn around. And I was like, oh, all right.
I kind of would love to have seen you fight the guy.
I was starting to, and David literally said, shut the fuck up. So I turn around. David takes the wheel because Jesus had no play in this at all. Jesus couldn't take the wheel. David needed to.
Yeah.
So we drive back, and David's like, I'm
Wait,
going to go.
Were you driving before?
I drove.
You drove?
I drove.
Okay.
David's like, I'm going to take it. We got a Jeep. I'm going to take it. David, and then
you had a Jeep?
We had a Jeep. Then David decides to go on the regular road to Hana. I was like, why are you not going back to the hotel? He's like, because we're doing the road to Hana. And I was like, I bought an app that tells you, by the way, great app, Gypsy Drive.
Gypsy Rose Lee.
Yes, she stripped as she told us. The guy was great voice. He tells you everywhere that's coming up, where to stop, if it's worth it, what to do. So we get on the regular.
Wait a minute, there's a travel guide who talks to you as an app in Hawaii.
Correct.
What's the app called?
Gypsy. And by the way, you could get it
for other cities?
Yes.
Oh my God, I smell a sponsor.
All of Hawaii.
I smell a sponsor.
Rue, it changed the game.
It's an app called Gypsy. How does it know where you are?
It works with GPS. So my phone was not working on the road to Hana.
Of course not.
But it stayed working because of the GPS situation. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
But it worked. Gypsy Guide, it's called.
Gypsy Guide.
They have them everywhere. And
for every city.
When they spell gypsy, the GPS is capitalized.
Oh, can I see it? Can you?
So this is Road to Hana. That's what that looked like.
Uh-huh.
And there's one for everything.
Oh, look at that.
We'll go into that.
Gypsy. How much is the app?
This one was $5 for Road to Hana. But it goes the whole way with you.
Oh, so you have to buy a different app for every
I think
town.
it's $10 for all of Hawaii.
Okay.
So for every island.
But
or something like that.
they have Hamburg Gypsy.
They have everywhere Gypsy, right?
That is brilliant. Hey, producer, would you look into Gypsy? Because we need them as a sponsor.
Gypsy Guide. They're amazing. And the guy's voice is kind of an older sounding man who sounds like he's well fed. And the way he speaks.
Like Wilford Brimley.
Yes. Really commanding. And he's funny, really dry jokes.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
What was he like in the sack?
Well, he had issues with.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right.
So anyway, we stopped. David made me do this drive. The girls were hell bent on it. I know I joked, but we really did only get halfway to Hana.
Halfway to Hana.
Halfway to Hana. I was so done.
That's like halfway to heaven.
Exactly. Or halfway to hell.
Is there a whole stroll to Hana?
Probably. I mean, I was on it. So doesn't that make an automatic host stroll?
I think so, yeah.
Stopped at some beautiful gardens, an arboretum.
At what point did you say, I'm done. I'm not going to Hana?
After the... Is it called an arboretum where the trees are?
I don't know.
Yeah, arboretum.
We did it 20 years ago and thought, got there and was like, nice.
I will
it's
never.
Like everything else.
Arboretum. I said arboretum. Arboretum. Yeah. I will never do it again.
Well, you don't have to do it again. You only need to do it once to realize, you
don't need to do it.
Hana ain't half of what it's cracked up to be.
Hell no.
Yeah.
But it was, I'm going to say, breathtakingly beautiful.
Last time we were there, we took the helicopter over Hana.
So stunning.
Yeah.
The drive, we pulled over. Lily and David again were the ones that wanted to jump into a waterfall. So they went and did that madness. They went to the waterfall.
Oh, because those are the two who also went on the helicopter.
Correct. And they also went in the water. Lily rented a paddleboard at the hotel.
Okay.
She went standing paddleboarding, snorkeling. She scuba dived.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
She's really come a long way.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. So, and you were with her last night. You see how much she's coming out of her shell. Like, she's really doing good things.
She's becoming a woman before my very eyes.
She is. And Lola, on the other hand, was with me. She wanted to sit by the pool.
Yeah.
She was fine reading her book.
Yeah.
She's not a daredevil. That's just Lola.
Yeah.
So
what things did you do everything that was on your list that was recommended to you? Because I told you were General Store with the pineapple upside down, Mama's Kitchen,
Fish House, yeah.
Up in Lahaina.
Mm-hmm.
There's a restaurant up there. I think I told you about. I don't remember the name of
Star Noodle.
Star Noodle.
We did Star Noodle.
Yes.
Yes.
That was very racist of me, wasn't it?
It was. I did garlic noodles.
And
again, gluten. So it was a fun night.
Yes. Well, when you're in the face of God, Michelle, you don't turn your nose up at it. You open your mouth and say, "Give it to me."
I sure did.
You know,
and it was worth it.
We know the thing that we did also that I think I put on your list was we rented a what are those things called? A catamaran.
Yes.
And they took us all over the place, and we snorkeled and did all that kind of stuff.
Did you go to Molokini?
What did you call me?
Okay, so Molokini is a half underground crater, a volcano crater, and that's where the best snorkeling is in all of Maui.
I think we must have.
Yes.
We must
have. So that's where all the catamarans and things go. I did not do that.
Yeah.
But David and Lily snorkeled themselves with the paddle boards.
Did you parasail?
Okay.
I should not have asked that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even...
It's so much fun.
Knock yourself out.
It is so
Until
much
you collide into the side of a cliff.
No, you wouldn't do... No, parasailing is you're attached to a boat.
The boat? Oh, no.
And then you go
How
up.
do you get in it? You have to be in the water.
You have to be... Oh, right, right. Yes. It's so much fun.
And you know what? I don't feel like I'm missing out on life at all.
No, well, we'll only know when you're on your deathbed,
That's
Michelle.
I'm not going to go... I wish I parasailed.
I think you will, actually.
No, I swear
think you will. I think you will.
And I do want to say that I will definitely go back. I loved the resort.
Yeah.
I might maybe try the Four Seasons next time for less children.
And Andes, is that what it's called?
The Andaz.
Yeah,
which is
right
next door.
Yeah.
And that was another option too. I like that area of Wailea.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Oh my goodness. If you go further past the Four Seasons, there's a road that takes you to where all the rich folks live.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh, my goodness.
Get ready.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And you actually have to go through this little lava area that's all, it's not hilly. It's all this lava that looks like some weird planet. And they have these dark goats that are the same color as the lava roaming over this
blend
area.
in.
Yeah.
There were cows. Like I wanted to pull over and pet all the cows. But before we wrap up this amazing Maui trip, which by the way was amazing,
Yeah.
and I paid a little extra to get an upgrade, which put us in the concierge area so the girls can wake up, go get their food any hour of the day. It was actually really worth it. And
Concierge area of the hotel.
Of the hotel. So it was
Yeah.
worth it because I didn't buy any kind of suite. We just bought a nice room, and it upgraded everything.
Yeah.
Enough room. The girls had a great time. They could walk around. It was safe. It was beautiful. Honestly, Grand Wailea was a great resort.
Yeah.
But the last day, everybody said to get Julia's banana bread. Everybody talked about it. It's a shack on the top of a mountain. I did not know that. Everybody just said you need to go to Julia's. So I pulled it up on my Gypsy or whatever, and we get in the car and they said, let's go to, our flight doesn't leave till 9 p.m. It's a red eye.
Yeah.
Let's go to Julia's before we go to Mama's Fish House for our last meal, and then we'll do that. Go on the road to Julia's. It made Hannah look like a straight fucking line through Oklahoma. When I tell you, we almost died. Rue.
Who's driving?
Me. And then David. Because at one point, no, David did do the Julia's ride. So we get there. Like I can see on the GPS every winding thing that's happening. Cows, goats, things crossing the road. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've never seen anything this treacherous in my life. You know the cliffs, Malibu, going over to Malibu, Canaan Road, all those canyons where you could just go down the cliff.
Yeah.
A cakewalk.
Oh my god! And this is coming from a girl who's been through Patterson, New Jersey.
Honey, who's been through it all.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing I can't handle.
Yeah.
I've never driven on anything like this in my life. The girls were freaking out like it was scary. It was tense.
Yeah.
And all of this for fucking banana bread.
Yeah.
So we finally get to the bright green shack. Nobody's in it.
What? Excuse me?
It's empty.
Was there?
There were signs leading up. Julia's right up here.
Yeah.
Nobody was there. There wasn't. The sign that said "Be back" was broken at 6:30. So when you went to touch the arms on the clock, they were like flippity.
Yeah.
So no.
Is there banana peel
there
or
was nothing? There was a dog, a stray dog that we gave water to.
Okay.
Nothing. So all of that, we had to turn around and do it again. The girls were in full anxiety mode in the back seat, not because Julia's that might have been part of it, but because of what we just went through and the arguing that was happening in the front seat. Because I was like, slow down, like it was crazy.
Oh my!
So
goodness.
long story short, if you're ever going to Maui and you're going to go to Julia's Banana Bread, I say order it online. And if you're going to go to Hana, fly.
Yeah, sure.
Do what Rue does with the chopper.
The helicopter.
It is beautiful, but it is scary as hell. Hana's better than do not do the back road to Hana and do not do the road trip to Julia's. Do not do it if you would value your life.
Yeah.
Don't.
All right.
But I will go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think actually we're going to go in November, so it'll be great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what time of the year is better than any other time of the year, but for a 5.5-hour flight, Paradise is right there. And there's a Marriott Residence Inn right by the Four Seasons, right by the Grand Wailea. And I did my trip through Expedia. I got a really good price on it. So don't think that we're talking all bougie, like it is affordable.
Yeah.
Most expensive thing to go to Hawaii is friggin' airfare.
Right.
And there's probably ways around that too. If you book out, in advance enough.
Yeah.
It's worth it. And thank you all for your recommendations. I got a lot on Twitter and stuff. They were all amazing. And it was such a wonderful family trip. Thank you for your recommendations.
Yeah, I love it.
Maybe I'll go with you in November.
I love it. I love it. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Girl, that Casper mattress. Everybody wants to sleep. Everybody talks about wanting to sleep more. Well, you want to talk about getting the most restful sleep of your life? You want to talk about that?
Yes.
You better go get yourself a Casper mattress, girl.
My funny thing is it's now, because people know it from our podcast, it's now the punchline for every tweet that comes my way.
What do you say?
It's just always like, better get a Casper mattress. Somebody just tweeted, I think 2 days ago, I want somebody to look at me the way Michelle Visage looks at her Casper mattress. I swear to God, I died. Buying the Casper mattress is easy, y'all. Order online, delivered to your front door in a compact box. And you know what I think about compact boxes.
I certainly do.
Free shipping, free returns, and it's available in the U.S., Canada, and now in the U.K. I saw the advertisement, or as they say over there, advertisement, on the tube. Considering we spend a third of our lives on our backs, well, maybe on our sides, sometimes on our fronts.
Right.
On our mattress, it's important to see why you have the best night's sleep, and you want to know what you're committing to. And that's why Casper gives you 100 nights to try it for free.
That's really amazing.
Yeah, 100 nights. If you don't like it, send it back.
Yeah. Tell them about the $50 towards any mattress purchase.
You know what, Rue? I'll do that.
Okay.
You can get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting Casper.com/Rue, using that offer code RU. And I guess our question is, what are you waiting for?
Exactly.
Get there, Casper.com/RU. Get started today. Terms and condition may apply. Who cares about them? Get yourself a Casper mattress.
That's right. Michelle, I also went on a trip.
Where'd you go?
I went to Las Vegas to see Mariah Carey, 18 number one hits, and we planned the whole the whole weekend.
We took a lamb getaway.
We took a lamb getaway.
You and the flock.
Me and Mariah.
Go back like babies with pacifiers.
Well, we George's at the ranch. I'm coming from LA, so we met in Vegas. And we always stay at the Mandarin Oriental.
Really?
Yeah, always. Because it doesn't have a casino.
Oh, okay.
And it has some very luxury suites. I've said this before. I grew up, we was on welfare.
Right.
I do not rough it at all.
Right.
I don't want economy. I work hard.
Because why? You don't have to.
I don't have to, and I don't want to.
But what about the other flossy ones? Not just the Four Seasons doesn't have a casino, does it?
It doesn't, but it's too far out. It's out. Four Seasons is at Mandalay Bay. I think it's the 4 top floors of Mandalay Bay, but it's so far out. Of course, it's 116 degrees outside.
Okay.
So we always stay at the Mandarin Oriental because it's right next door to Crystal's Shopping Center.
Okay.
Which is brilliant because you can go shopping at midnight.
What do you mean?
They have all the stores. They have Dolce. They have Yves Saint Laurent. They have
like the Caesar's shops.
It's better.
Really?
Yeah. Gucci.
And what's it called?
Crystals.
Okay.
And then that whole area right there is where Aria is. And Aria has great restaurants. So I like staying at the Mandarin because it's easy to maneuver Vegas, and coming back to a hotel that doesn't have a casino is brilliant.
Yeah.
So we stay. I don't want to be gauche. I don't want to sound bougie or
honey,
anything.
You work hard.
Yeah, but not everybody out there listening could hear that. But I'm going to try to sugarcoat it.
Okay.
Well, we always get this very nice suite there. I think it's called the Apex Suite, and it's like it's like an apartment. It's great.
I love that.
And when we were checking in, I said to the lady, we would like to see some of the other suites just for reference. When you have a minute, maybe you can take us on a tour of some of the other suites. Open house that we haven't seen. She said, oh, no, we've actually upgraded you to our penthouse anyway. I'm like, oh, girl.
That's what I'm talking about.
They upgraded us to this suite that is 2 bedrooms.
Like ridiculous.
It's redock.
Yeah.
Roger.
I've had a high roller suite once in Vegas, and it was literally, I walked in, I was like a kid going, oh my God, what do you do with this?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I was alone. At least you had your husband.
What?
I was alone because I was doing a gig, and they upgraded me.
Well, we stayed at this great place, and
was it amazing?
It was amazing. And then overlooking everything. I mean, I'm not going to go into it too much because I don't want to be.
Yeah, but it was beautiful.
Use your imagination beyond.
Okay.
And then, so that night, we went to something called the Solid Gold
Dancers
Review. Solid Gold Soul Review over at Bally's.
That sounds like so much fun.
It was so much fun. Michelle, listen, first of all, it was not high tech. It kind of felt like a Charles family reunion.
Even better.
All my people was up in there.
But was Darcel up in there?
Oh, honey. It was so much fun. It was, I got the tickets on Viator. Is that what it's called? Viator?
I think so.
Something. Brilliant. Not high tech. If you're looking for, people swinging, it's not that. In fact, the set, at times, rhinestones were bouncing off the set.
I love it.
Coming unpeeled.
It's all about the music.
It was so good. The singers, they were great. Solid gold. So then we went, after that, we go to something called Sushi Samba over at, is it the Venetian or is it the...
I know Sushi Samba from New
Yeah,
York.
it's a chain.
Okay.
It's a chain. But we go there every time. It's not the Venetian. What's next door to the Venetian? It'll come to me.
The Paris,
The Palazzo.
Palazzo.
The Palazzo. Like the pants. Palazzo pants.
That's how we remember.
Yeah. And I ordered the tasting menu. It is so good.
At the Sushi Samba.
At Sushi Samba. It's a chain.
I didn't know you're a big sushi person.
You know what? This isn't really, when you think of sushi, it's really not. It's sushi, but
is it like all the
it's
cooks?
exotic. It's South American sushi fusion, and it's fabulous.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. There's one on 7th Avenue South down there near Morton Street.
Yeah. I know the
in New York.
Yeah, I know the New York one.
Yeah. Anyway, go there, and then we do some more shopping. I went to Barney's like at midnight because there's a Barney's
And
over
how
there.
late does it stay open till?
I've never seen it close.
Why does Barney's need to be
I
open
don't
for?
know. It's Las Vegas. It's open. I've never seen it close.
And I'm thinking that since you didn't drive, you didn't stop at Cabazon, so you figured.
No,
Or is that Palm Springs?
That's Palm Springs.
Okay.
No, we're in cabs everywhere.
All right.
Now, did I mention it was 116 degrees?
I heard.
Yeah, okay. Then the next day we woke
Oh
up
my
and we
God.
took the helicopter over to the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
This is for the 6-hour excursion. Now,
Wait, hold on.
okay, yeah. Last time we were there, we did the 3-hour, which a helicopter from the airport to the Grand Canyon, 45 minutes. You plop down, you have lunch.
You plop down.
Yeah. And then you get in the helicopter, you come back. It's
Okay.
3 hours.
Okay.
Brilliant. This time we thought, let's do the 6-hour one. And this is again through
Do
Viator.
you
They're
need
not
to
a
do
sponsor.
6 hours?
Well, the 6-hour one included you going to the Colorado River, getting on a pontoon boat, floating down the river a little bit.
Just you and George.
It was, we were with 2 other couples who we were with the whole time.
Okay. So you weren't alone.
Yeah. And then another helicopter to this other place where there's a bus depot that takes you to all these other locations. And we decided to go to Skywalk. You bet. This is that Skywalk.
Where?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You know what it is.
I
You
could
know what I'm saying?
I could tell already. It's some glass bottom bullshit. No.
Yes. It
You
is.
said sky and walk, and Luke is not in it.
Yep.
So I know it's some glass bottom bullshit that you can see right. Nope.
Yes, you're
Nope.
absolutely right.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
Why are you such a daredevil?
It's not Daredevil, Michelle.
Oh yeah, nope.
It is, and you're right. It is some glass bottom buffoonery going on. They have this plate, this latex, not plate, what is it? Plexiglass.
Acrylic, yeah.
It's a sidewalk that
Oh, yeah.
juts
No.
out over
Plexiglass is holding me from falling to my death.
Yes, over the Grand Canyon.
Nope.
And you get to look down.
Nope.
And they have this, and it was so hot out there. It was, but up in the restaurant, at the Skywalk restaurant. where
I
you
go to the
can look
restaurant.
out,
Go to the restaurant.
the air conditioning was brilliant.
Yeah, I go to the restaurant.
We stayed in there for an hour.
Listen.
Yeah.
I can see the Grand Canyon from Google
Yep. Uh-huh.
and Google Earth.
Yeah. But when you see it in person, it's a whole other thing. You're like, oh
I've never seen it.
my gag.
I've never been.
You've never seen it from the airplane?
I've never. Maybe looking down from
Yeah,
the airplane.
yeah.
Yeah. But I've never gone to the Grand Canyon. Like I
Brilliant.
didn't do the donkeys like the Brady's
Yes.
did. Like
Yeah, the donkeys, that's not even a real thing anymore. And they do.
They
it's
used to do
government-
it.
I think they still do it, but it's not worth it. It's too hot and it's crazy.
Yeah.
The helicopter is the way to go. It is breathtaking.
Mm.
Then, so 6 hours was eaten up. We did it. And when we went back to the hotel, that night we went to Zumanity, Saturday night.
Oh, I heard that's amazing.
Immerse.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Immerse.
Is that a Cirque du Soleil
Yes.
production? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was off Cirque du Soleil for many years because once you see the first 100 of them,
Right.
you're like, I think I've had my fill. But I'm back on Cirque. Actually, what brought me back was that Michael Jackson 1 show.
Yeah, I heard that's amazing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
honey.
I don't go to Vegas.
You should go to Vegas.
You go to Vegas.
There's a way to do Vegas where you can stay away from, all of the elements that you don't want to be around.
I can't deal.
I
with
can't
all
deal
that.
with that.
All right, good.
No, we go high roller. I'm some roller. I'm a high roller.
I can
but
see.
I don't gamble at all.
Right.
I shop. I'd rather buy shoes. I don't want to put my money in a machine.
I am with you. You get no return. I
No return.
never win.
It's no thrill to it to me at all.
Never
No.
win.
So right. Friday night, solid gold, Sushi Samba. Wake up the next morning, Grand Canyon, 6 hours. Then come home, take a nap. that night, Zumanity. Then more restaurants and shopping and Barney's and shopping centers. Then Sunday morning, we woke up. That was our spa day.
Oh, yes. Where'd you go? Which spa?
The Mandarin Oriental has the best spa.
Really?
We had massages. They have these great steam and fabulous. Love that.
Yeah.
Then we saw Mariah that night.
Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey.
How was it?
It was fabulous.
Good.
And then we were home the next.
That was a very filled weekend.
You only need 2 nights in Vegas.
I mean, I'm good with one.
You don't need to stay 3 nights. Years ago when I was headlining at the Sahara Hotel, we were there for 2 weeks, and it was misery. Unless you get off the Strip, because we were on the Strip, we didn't know any better.
I usually stay on the Strip.
Yeah,
that's probably why. Like, I'm not bashing on Vegas because I love it. The glitz, the glamour, the rhinestones. It's fun.
Yeah.
But I feel when I leave.
You were there. You work there all the time.
I haven't worked in a while. Last time we went for Mother's Day it's been probably 4 or 5 years already.
Yeah.
Since we went as a family. I've worked since. But I feel drained and exhausted when I leave Vegas. I love everything about it, what it represents. Even if people want to go and gamble and drink their lives away, that's great.
Yeah.
It's hedonism is what it is.
Yeah.
But when I leave, I feel exhausted.
It's exhausting, but there's a way to do it.
I have to do it your way.
I would, you and I should go sometime.
Go.
Leave the kids and everybody at home.
Oh, girl, please.
We will go there. And we'll do the first class experience.
Done.
Of course, we won't do a helicopter.
No.
And I'm going to say also that.
Or skywalk. I would do a helicopter before I do a skywalk.
Yeah. Well, after you come back from the Grand Canyon, what they do is when they drop you off, they go down the middle of the Strip in the helicopter. And it's so brilliant.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's brilliant.
Until you smash into New York.
No, there have been no smashings. There has been nothing like that.
You obviously didn't see Con Air.
That is a movie.
I'm quite sure. Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
No, there's a way to do it, and there's a way to do it where you don't have to. Because the other thing is
So what are your
tiring.
tips for our listeners? What are your tips?
Well, first of all,
Don't stay on the Strip.
Well, no, you can stay on the Strip. You don't stay in a hotel that has a casino.
Okay.
Most of them do.
Right.
Know. But I start by going to either Vegas.com or Viator, VIAOT. I don't know. Help me.
VIATOR.
Yeah.
And Viator.com.
Yeah.
And Vegas.com.
Yep. And I'll book the shows in advance. We book the tickets.
So you can book all the tickets to shows through Vegas.com too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I get all that stuff in advance and I map it out because the headliners. There's only one big headliner at a time. I was thinking, I want to see the Backstreet Boys or I want to see somebody else. No one else is playing. Actually,
you mean they'll put them on separate nights?
Yeah. Well, no, they put them in separate chunks. Like, I think Mariah's there for maybe 2 weeks or something. But Backstreet isn't there again until later in the year.
Got it.
Reba and Brooks and Dunn aren't there until November. I think the B-52s were playing that weekend, but we had just seen them in Denver.
Today Tix needs to get on the Vegas tip. I think that'll be a game changer for them.
Ooh,
yeah. They need to do that. That's true.
But it's true. You can't just leave it to chance. You have to book everything, even the massages and stuff.
So you recommend pre-booking shows. Don't leave it to chance. You recommend getting a hotel without a casino and checking out Vegas.com and Viator for the ticket. And what about food? Do you recommend buffets?
No, I don't. We don't do that kind of stuff. Our hotel has a great breakfast. They have a restaurant there called Mo Zin, M-O for Mandarin Oriental Zen. And that's a good description because the whole hotel is very Zen-like. It's
love that.
An oasis away from all the waka, waka, waka.
That's so good to know because I wouldn't have known that.
And all the casinos, they all still have smoking in them.
Yes.
But you see it less and less.
But I have to tell you, even the ones that are now non-smoking, if they exist in Vegas, I'm not sure. But I know from cruise ship reference that you can't smoke in some of the cruise. The carpet is still
you can still smell it. Yeah.
Of cigarettes.
Yeah. Actually, Bally's. We went to Bally's, and that was very, very smoky because that's where the Solid Gold Soul Review. And I got to say, George is Australian, and this is no shade. This is him being funny. Okay. After we left the casino and the smoking and everything at Bally's, he renamed it Irritable Bally's.
It's hilarious. Oh my God, so funny.
No shade. I
No,
mean,
no.
we had a great time at the show and everything, but there's a way to do it, and I'm not going to do it the old way anymore. There's so many things to do, also, but we're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. We got more. You've got your Sella
We got a Michelle
stuff.
Sells.
Well, explain real quick before we get a break what Michelle Sells
So
is.
Michelle Sells is like, even this is a perfect example. We always talk about products and talk about things and, Vegas.com and Viator. And I was talking about Gypsy Guide and all those things. These are things that we find that we want to share. So I thought, since we talk about it and people always ask what we talk about, I want to help some of these upstart companies, whether they're LGBT companies, which I'd like, or even if you're not a queer-owned company.
You could be a BLT company.
You could be a BLT company. You could just be a LT company.
Or LTD.
Whatever you want. But, it's people who are starting up companies and want a little extra love. And we're going to give them a shout out. They sent me some products. And I brought some here, and we're going to give them some love. Because
I can't wait to find out.
It's not easy starting out a business.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Michelle Sells. I feel like I want to talk in my voice right now that's rooted in my soul, because this is something I really love, Michelle.
Okay.
This is Squarespace.
All right, root it, baby.
It's rooted in my real deep heart and soul, because I love this company.
Yes.
Squarespace.com. They make it so easy for people to make their websites. And I love when people get to express themselves. And Squarespace is the place to go. It used to be really difficult to make websites.
Not only difficult, baby, but really expensive. You needed a webmaster. I call nobody a master.
Hey, you ain't got moment. This is not slave days.
You don't own me.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't you tell me.
Squarespace is in this with you. They're your partners, equal partners. And actually, they're pulling a lot more of the weight.
True. And here's the thing, you guys. You can get a free trial at Squarespace with no credit card required just by going to squarespace.com, and you know the rest. But I've got a letter here I want to
I wrote a letter to Daddy.
I wrote a letter. Not a very
Is that your Betty Davis
Can
impersonation?
you do one?
No, but I could do probably as good as you. I wrote a letter to Daddy.
God, we're really bad.
Yeah,
okay.
terrible.
This is the letter that we've got today. From Amy Conradine. Amy Conradine. First of all, thank you for Drag Race and introducing the world to these amazingly talented queens right to our screens. Your recommendation of Squarespace has helped me reignite the fire under my arse. So she must be British.
Yes, that's right.
To get back out there and show the world what I am made of. And it would really mean the world to me. And then some, if you could view my website and let me know what you think. It's amyconradine.com. Amy, A-M-I-E. Conradine, CONRADINE.com. I've always written music to cope with my own demons, and by having this website, people can now easily access it. I hope that by sharing my heartache, other people can find some relief in it too. Amy, that sounds beautiful, and we are so happy that you're taking your heartache out on paper.
That's right. And what better place than to put your artistic vision on a website where everybody can see it? And that's where Squarespace comes in. They make it so easy to create these websites.
Yes, we love it, and we love them, and we love you. And we got all those great emails. Keep them coming to us at RuPaulPodcast@gmail.com about your Squarespace website. Hopefully we can get it on the air. And you guys, when you're blown away and ready to confirm a plan at squarespace.com, use that offer code RU to get 10% off. You'll be getting a great deal and helping to keep What's the Tea free, by the way.
We are back. We've got Michelle Sells. Now, these, of course, are products from upstart companies that people send to Michelle.
Yes.
Really could use a boost and some love. Now,
Yes.
Do you curate these things, Michelle?
I mean, I do. They send them to me.
Are some of the things awful? Are you going to
No,
tell us about some of the awful
Nothing's
things?
awful because, some things don't make a lot of sense. So I'll give them a plug or even put it on my Instagram because there's not really a place for it on here, because it's like one of them has a startup video game, and it's kind of, even though it's great for like Loot Crate, our Loot Crate people,
Sure.
It doesn't make sense for me to really talk about it just because it's visual. So I'm going to put it on my Instagram, things like that,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And then there's ones that nothing's terrible, but some people send me stuff. They're like, I don't know, even if not, I want you to check it out,
Sure.
And because I can't talk about everything, it's, it's just not possible.
So you're a curator.
I am a curator.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious. And I got a bunch of things. And sometimes they're going to work for you and sometimes they're not. But like one of the first things I got when I was overseas was a vegan, it's from the UK. It's a vegan brush cleaner, and I brought it for you as well. So for your makeup brushes. And
Okay, help me understand. Why do I need a vegan makeup brush?
well, you don't need it, but because I'm vegan, I think this person,
But if you're vegan, you're not putting your brushes in your mouth,
Well,
or
because
are you?
I'll explain
Are
it.
you?
You're not. But if you're vegan,
You putting them up your butt?
if you want to,
Uh-huh.
if you want to support vegan products and not wear leather, or not use products that are made with beeswax and things like that, because you're not just vegan for health issues, you're vegan for a cause.
Why is beeswax not vegan?
Because it comes from a bee,
Yeah.
which is an animal. It's an insect.
But the bee doesn't want the wax anymore,
The
does
bee
it?
doesn't want the wax.
I mean, it's not like you're killing the bee to get the wax.
It's the one part of veganism that I am with you on that.
Uh-huh.
I'll have honey when I'm sick, like my Manuka honey.
Uh-huh.
Told you, great drag name.
Sure. Ooh, that is a great
Manuka
drag
honey's
name.
a great drag name.
Oh my God, girl.
Yes,
Manuka.
Manuka honey. And you could just go, that's Manuka.
Ooh,
Manuka.
ooh, what did you call me?
Manuka. I love it. So, but it's for me, the bees aren't, I could be wrong and I'll be corrected if I'm wrong, but I know that the bees aren't hurt in the process of getting their honeys or their wax. They, they're in their little thing.
Little honeycomb.
Yeah, that and then honey. I love honey. I want it. All right, sorry. We're getting out of line here. But anyway, this is a vegan brush cleaner. It's Walford Richards Designs. It's fantastic because what you do is, have you ever seen these brush cleaners?
Mm-mm.
It comes in a tin.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do is you just wet your brush, swirl it around,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets all kind of sudsy, and you wash the makeup off.
Oh, I see. So there's a paste in the
Yep.
middle of this,
There's like
this
a-
can
yep.
with a
It looks
screw
like a
on top.
candle, right?
Yeah, it looks like a candle.
And then you open it, and it's got this waxy looking stuff in there.
Right.
It's not wax.
And then you lather up your brush.
Yep,
and
you
then
spin
rinse
it
under
around.
the
You
water?
rinse it under the water, make a cook, do it again till
Yeah.
And that's from Walford Richards Designs, and that's walfordrichardsdesigns.co.uk.
Okay.
The product works. I use it. He gave it to me when I was over there, and it's good. I brought one for you because
So you clean your brushes?
I clean. I know it's weird. Like, who do I think I am? I clean my brushes. I got
You
all.
think you're better than me?
I mean, sometimes. I have a bag of goodies for you here. And we'll
it's
do
Walford with an A.
Yes.
Walford.
Walford, WAL Ford
Yeah.
designs.co.uk.
Great. Thanks.
And this one comes from a drag queen. This is cosmetics. It's LT Cosmetics, and she's very excited. Thank you for doing this for everyone. And I really love it. So she said she sent a bunch of different products for you, including her favorite products. They're silicone based, so they stay on without smudging. They're removed with an oil based
And
primer.
silicone is not vegan.
Silicone is vegan. How would it not be vegan? It's a chemical,
Okay.
right? Or it's the stuff. It didn't
Yeah.
come from no animals.
Right.
But she said all of her products are cruelty free, which was a must for her. Paraben free. All packaging is made from recyclable stuff. And her name is Lita Tequila. And
that sounds the LT.
right, LT
Lita Tequila.
Right, Lita Tequila. She's a drag queen right here. .ca means from Canada. LTcosmetics.ca. LTcosmetics.ca. And I brought you an eyebrow palette.
Oh, I
Because
love
I
an
know-
eyebrow
look
palette.
how
Oh,
great.
that's nice too.
Yeah, with a highlighter.
Can
I
I
brought
see that?
you this color lipstick because it's a nice,
Oh, that's really
yes,
pretty,
a
yeah.
ruby color for you. And that's ltcosmetics.ca. Adorable drag queen and great products, and I think you'll love that. So you guys, I have we're gonna do Michelle Sells
I'm gonna
on
touch up my eyebrow right
touch
now.
your
actually, while we're
eyebrows right
doing it.
now.
Yeah.
I gave you makeup and a makeup brush cleaner today.
Uh-huh.
And while Rue puts the LT Cosmetics eyebrows on, you could send your products or any information. I have the address on my Instagram, and Paragon podcast will post it. And you could tweet me. You can ask me. I'm going to keep retweeting and reposting the address to send stuff to.
Oh, that's great.
And here's the weird thing. I have a P.O. box for people to do it to.
Mhm.
And I get a lot of people pushing back saying, oh, the post office says they need an address. It's right the way it is. Because it says it's Michelle Sells, Grande Vista Drive, number 610. That's correct. That's the way it's written. It's the P.O. box. So don't worry about it. If they tell you it's wrong, mail
Who
it.
would tell them it's wrong?
The post office goes, you need a street number here, but
Yeah.
that's not the way it works.
Right.
This is the way it is. So it's
It's kind of amazing that the post office is still in business, isn't it?
And they still are. And they are still trying your nerves every time you're in
And they
there.
still got a surly attitude.
Oh, honey.
Sir, I'm afraid this going to need an address.
Exactly. And it's like, no, the address is there, number 610. It's a P.O. box. So.
I'll tell you the story. My country-ass father, he'd be talking about some so-and-so son got a job up to the post office.
Right.
I said, oh, they got some good benefits over there. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, it's like, darling, I've been on Hollywood Squares. Why aren't you talking about that?
Oh, honey.
I have been on Hollywood Squares.
Yes, you have.
For kids out there who don't know what Hollywood Squares is, it was a big game show years ago.
Well, they know they got hip hop squares now.
That's right.
And
have
I
you watched
actually
it?
really enjoy it.
Is it any good?
I mean, if you like hip hop and you love that culture, it's hilarious. Yeah, and that's on VH1.
It's on VH1. But the hip hop, the people who are on there aren't necessarily hip hop. They just happen to also be black.
Yeah, but they know the culture. There's a culture, not just, I'm not telling you about black culture, but there's a culture to hip hop, and you have to know to play that game. Like Amber Rose, she's on there. And she'll
Is she the Center Square?
No.
Who's the Center Square?
I don't remember. Is that wrong?
Who is it?
Wrong?
Raekwon.
No, not Raekwon.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
No, is it Ice Cube or?
I bet it is Ice Cube.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. Wait, we should have the drag race squares.
Yes, we should. Well, we kind of do.
And we have Bianca in the Center Square.
That would be hilarious. Hip hop squares.
But we do have our other show, which is coming on TV now, Gay for Play,
which is so fantastic.
Yeah.
And so fun. And I was going to say unlike everything, but really what it is, it's a compilation.
It's like everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But better.
It's everything all together. So it's really fun. And that's Gay for Play on Logo.
Yeah. I think it comes on Thursday nights.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Have you seen them all?
I watch them all. They're really funny. And it just upsets me that I didn't get chosen for more, but that's okay. It'll come.
Chosen for more?
They don't choose me.
Oh, you mean when the contestants...
They pick their person.
Oh, I see. Oh, right.
Taja gets picked a lot.
You mean
Carson
for the
gets
final...
Yeah, the final one.
The final showdown.
But it's good because I don't know all of everything.
But weren't you picked
I was picked for
the
Madonna
thing? Yeah. And you won.
Not only did I win, I slayed the bitch.
Right.
Slayed it dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Did the person who you were playing with, did they win?
It was Rebecca Romaine.
Oh, but she didn't go to the final round, though. Because it was her husband, right?
It was her. She played against her husband.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
how the
so it was
game is
Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell.
Yes.
They played against each other.
Right.
So when it came down to the final thingy, I played for Rebecca.
Did they win the money?
No, we won the money. Because it's Madonna.
Rebecca won it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, people have to understand, a lot of times I do my thing.
Yeah.
A lot of times I won't remember what happened.
I don't remember what I did in Maui 3 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's normal.
No,
I
it's
mean,
normal.
I say it's normal.
I got other shit to do.
We filmed it a while ago.
It was filmed a while
so
ago.
to be fair, that's okay.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, and we talk about this and we laugh about it. When I tour with these queens, I tell you, sometimes I'm out there from season 4 and the audience will be like, that's season 7.
Yeah.
Like, I know their names. I know who they are, which is a step ahead of you. But when I get out there to call the seasons, sometimes there's 115 bitches.
Yeah. Well, what did I just call? I did a portmanteau of your name and Joelle's name. What was it? Javelle. Because every time I'm with you, I go to say, hey, Michelle, and I go, hey, Joelle. Joelle has worked with me for 20-something years. And so I decided the solution is just to call you both Javelle.
Javelle Visage. Yeah.
Javelle.
Javelle. Get my schedule. So, no.
Oh, my God.
But that's what happens anyway.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much,
I still have more to talk about, so we're going to have to do another episode.
We're going to have to do another, because I got to tell you what the guy, we've been pitching the show, and the guy, it's a long story, but he calls you Marcel Visage. He calls you Marcel.
Like Valentina did? Marcel.
Yeah, he calls you Visage.
It's the situation.
Yes.
It's the Michelle Visage.
Yes.
So most people say Michelle Visage.
Yeah, that's what he calls you.
Yes.
And we've been doing the pitch meeting, and he said, well, there's a character who's very much like Michelle Visage.
Yes.
It's so funny.
Yes. That's
anyway, we'll talk about that later on another podcast.
Okay.
But until next time, my dear.
Okay.
Not only aloha.
Oh, but also, how do you say thank you? I'm so branded. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Yes.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Talk about
Mahalo.
some hip hop squares.
Yes.
Some Hawaii hop squares. All right. I see you next time.
Okay, baby. Bye.
Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? And don't forget to subscribe on iTunes. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else?